Xin chào mọi người cùng cắm hoa mình nha. Với tông màu hồng và vàng nhé mọi người. Mình đã hoàn thành xong bình hoa này rồi nhé mọi người. Tạm biệt mọi người và xin chào và
Last 8-8 Thomas left it behind him. Thomas for three. Right into the hands of Miller. He'll give Thomas another go. This time from two. Still not there.
Again, that's a little quick. Thomas can get those shots at any time in the offense. When they've moved the ball, have everybody touch it and feel a part of it, especially Miller, that's when they're at their best.
Cincinnati 7 assists on 10 made field goals here in this game so far as we hit the 6-minute mark of the first half. Spot up three. comes up short for Obamate Abbey, the freshman from Finland. Utah 3 for 8 from 3. Cincinnati 3 for 6. McKinley backing down Dawes. 3 on the shot clock. Good move by Tyler McKinley, the freshman from right here in Cincinnati, out of Winton Woods High School.
3 on the shot clock, but everybody touched it. They changed sides of the floor. They reversed the ball. They got into the gaps. Then they went inside and scored.
McKinley averaging just 2 points per game this year. Slows down what was a 16-3 run for Cincinnati.
Pretty good grit on that possession by Utah. Trying to find any way to hang around, and that was impressive. You know, Baba Miller can do a lot of different things. He is what you call a complete basketball player, not just a big who can make plays from the perimeter for himself, but he is a guy that is multi-skilled and tough in transition.
At Burger King, celebrities don't inspire our menu, you do. And you said you like steakhouse flavors. The ultimate steakhouse Whopper is here. It's rich, it's melty, it's savory, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-whenever snack a wow, wow, wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it.
Sargento.
A promise you can taste.
Knock, knock, Capital One Bank guy. I just moved into the neighborhood. Can I borrow some Wi-Fi?
Sure, Chuck. That's what the Capital One Cafe is here for. Open 7 days a week at most locations.
Can I use your ATM? My dog walker only takes cash.
Anything for a neighbor.
Oh, my wash machine's on the fritz also.
I got just the thing. Ooh, you make a pretty good bank guy. Want to try the catchphrase?
There's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
Now the other one.
What's in your wallet?
You're a natural.
These eyes need a rest.
They take it all in.
These eyes deserve better care.
From the best doctors.
So these eyes go to America's Best,
where they get truly seen.
Every eye deserves the most from their benefits at America's Best.
Bring it in, Old Dominion! We know that it takes hard work to be the best in the game. It starts up front with protection, making sure the freight arrives safe and damage-free. Then we work as a team, packing every shipment and running every route with precision. And we always manage the clock to be on time every time, so that every drive is a scoring drive. 1, 2, 3, OD!
Now that's the best in the game. No playoff needed. Old Dominion Freight Line, proud sponsor of college athletics.
Ooh, that looks good.
It's Subway's new protein pocket. Over 20 grams of protein, crisp veggies for just $3.99.
$3.99?
$3.99?
$3.99?
Subway's new protein pockets. Over 20 grams of protein for $3.99. Try all 4.
On February.
Great defense in the paint area.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Waiting for the break of day, wanting just to stay away.
And then I went back for my teaching license. How about you?
Look, I just gotta ask, who are all these people?
They're my financial plan. Who Thrive and helps me plan my finances for. That's Amy. She's a first responder. The lacrosse team that...
Out on the road. And that's why we'll always drive a Subaru.
The all-new Subaru Outback, built to achieve the highest safety ratings possible. Love is what makes Subaru, Subaru.
I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't.
Hey, buddy, you gotta swivel those hips, right? And you gotta swing.
And if you don't have the right insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Coming up on the Ram Trucks Halftime Report, Utah and Cincinnati battle in the Big 12. On the women's side, Michaela Blake's and number 5 Vanderbilt take on Georgia, and we'll preview the top 20 matchup between Maryland women's and Ohio State. Dave and Jim, back to you guys.
All right, Allison, thank you very much. And before the game, the Knights of Honor ceremony honoring 3 new members from the Rutgers men's basketball program. Kelvin Troy became a star in Irish basketball. He's in Irish Basketball Hall of Fame. Roy Hinson, 8 years with Cleveland, Philly, and New Jersey. And number 2 shot blocker here at Rutgers. And John Battle, a tough guard. He became a terrific scorer his last 2 seasons after being a defender his first 2 seasons back in the day when players played for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. And Battle's last name was really apropos, wasn't it? He was always battling. 3 great players for Rutgers.
Yes, indeed. Roy Hinson, well, he was a 6'9" stretch forward.
He could play a little bit, Roy.
Yeah,
he could really play.
Yeah. He was player of the year. The college hoops continues next on FS1 with a pair of women's top 25 showdowns. First, 20th ranked Maryland takes on number 8 Ohio State. Then in-state rivals tip off as 13th ranked Michigan State battles number 7 Michigan, all right here on FS1. Take a look at the standings. The women's Big Ten. It's a good UCLA team. I saw them last year, 24-1 this year. Michigan, saw them in the Coretta Scott King Classic back in January. And Maryland, 8-6.
That was an interesting move by Buzz just then when you think about it, right? I think he was trying to get that timeout with a few more seconds on the clock. Not bad at 12.5. You still have plenty of time, but that's why I think he walked out on the floor. I think he was going to get the timeout, and then he realized he was about 8 steps onto the floor.
Yeah, I thought he was looking for something around 20 seconds. Look at his face now.
So if you got to think, if you're Rutgers right now too, Dave, with the defensive stand against Buzz and his squad.
In this tilt here in Central Jersey.
I was going to kid you just saying, hey, there's still 1/10 of a second left.
Ram Trucks halftime report.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Freedom, cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair and involuntary blood donations, sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, all Jeep things. Making a Jeep vehicle for only people like him, not a Jeep thing. So we're bringing you more Jeep things this year, because Jeep things should be everyone's thing.
Who needs pants?
Got it.
Come on, let's go. Hustle.
Stroller?
Double stroller. Let's go.
Hustle. Come on.
Let's go.
I'm gonna throw up.
When you're ready for spring break, emphasis on the break,
Hi, guys. Welcome.
It matters where you stay. Book your spring break now. Hilton, for the stay.
So I got this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
A lot of things used to suck, like cell phones the size of frozen lasagnas. But things change, and after a giant test of millions of customers and data points, now T-Mobile has the best network, by like, a lot. Check it out for yourself. You can switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes and see what it means to have America's best network. Hey, dude, you won't believe where I am.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye.
From the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, what a
Welcome to the Halftime Report, powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. Well, we knew points would be hard to come by in this game. Rutgers has the lowest scoring offense in the Big Ten, but Solomon Washington, you can't be helping him out. He tries to get the block there, ends up being a bucket for Rutgers, and that kind of sums up how things went in that first half. Thanks for joining us here in our LA studios. I'm Allison Williams, along with Kim Adams. A close game, but not a pretty performance there offensively for either team in the first half. We're going to get to the highlights, though, powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram, and while both teams struggled shooting the ball, especially from deep, at least Maryland was able to get some work done inside.
Yeah, the Terps just 2 of 12, but I like how Maryland is not settling for those outside looks. They've got to continue to attack. And then on the Rutgers end, 8 turnovers in the first half. Maryland has gotten 10 points off of those. That's an area that has concerned Steve Peichel. So I would imagine that's a topic he's addressing with his group if they want to look to get some separation in this game, because they too are struggling from the outside.
Yeah, both teams combined 3 for 22 from three-point range in that first half. Well, coming up, the Maryland women's team is in action here on FS1. We'll preview their top 20 matchup with Ohio State when we come back.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
It's 10 feet. One shot makes you a soup for 24.
Waiting for the break.
So I got this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
A lot of things used to suck, like cell phones the size of frozen lasagnas. But things change, and after a giant test of millions of customers and data points, now T-Mobile has the best network, by like, a lot. Check it out for yourself. You can switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes and see what it means to have America's best network. Hey, dude, you won't believe where I am.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye.
Freedom, Jeep thing. Sacrificing facial hair and involuntary blood donations, sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, all Jeep things. Making a Jeep vehicle for only people like him, not a Jeep thing. So we're bringing you more Jeep things this year, because Jeep things should be everyone's thing.
So with all these Hilton Honors points, I could stay for free. At the Waldorf Astoria in the Maldives?
Yep. Hilton Honors, babe.
Ooh. What about the canopy in Paris?
Babe, Hilton Honors. How long has that been here?
And there's no blackout dates? Hilton Honors, baby. There's no way the Conrad Tulum's included.
When you want points that can take you anywhere,
Hilton Honors, babe.
anytime, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Primetime Hoops.
Let's get you caught up on some action.
Cincinnati up in this one. That one's still going on.
Women's action. Number 5 Vanderbilt coming off that big win against Texas, but struggling a bit against Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia has been a team to watch this season. Danny Carnegie put the Bulldogs up double digits there.
This is later in the second quarter. Commodores down 5. Justine Passat knocks down the 3. And we got a 4-point game there between Vandy and Georgia. Speaking of a lot to watch, how about this huge day of college hoops? We will continue. With West Virginia, TCU women's matchup at 8 o'clock. Are you ready for a marathon of a day?
I'm glad we have that beautiful graphic because that helped me. I'm excited to be here with you. We got a lot of good ones today.
We do. We have a lot of great matchups on FS1 throughout this Sunday, and including a big one with Maryland and Ohio State coming up on the women's side. We'll see the women's Terrapins team in action a little bit here, and they need this win against Ohio State, especially when it comes to seeding and big picture for Maryland.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Maryland's turning things around a little bit. They've been a little bit up and down, but they have gone 3-0 in February. And I just love this matchup between Ohio State and Maryland. These are two teams that play very similar styles. They average in the mid-80s. They're going to look to pressure you the entire game. They're going to look to turn you over. And you don't want to miss this one. Because we have two of the premier guards in the conference. This is going to be a really fun one to watch. Aluchi Akanua of Maryland going against Jelani Cambridge of Ohio State. I mean, these are two of the quickest players you will see with the ball in their hands on the defensive end. Akanua had transferred in from Duke. She's putting up big-time numbers, 17 points per game on the season. She's been assisting more as of late, about 5 assists per game in that 3-0 win streak for Maryland. And then Jelani Cambridge, the Big Ten second leading scorer. Her numbers are even up in conference play, almost 26 points per game. She's already scored her 1,000th point as just a sophomore. She's had a 40-point game this season. She is so fun to watch with the ball in her hands. So Ohio State took the first meeting in this matchup. They came back from down 15.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see round 2 today.
And Jelani Cambridge was great in that game. She had 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists.
Ooh,
in
triple-double
the first matchup.
watch.
That's coming up a little later on FS1. We got the second half, though, coming for you next between Maryland and Rutgers. Solomon Washington scoring for the right team there with the dunk. Tie game at the half. We'll see you in a bit.
You guys, Wendy's has new Biggie deals starting at just $4. So now you can decide how biggie you want to go, which is kind of beautiful. I'm not condensating, you're condensating. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
So I got this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
A lot of things used to suck, like cell phones the size of frozen lasagnas. But things change, and after a giant test of millions of customers and data points, now T-Mobile has the best network, by like a lot. Check it out for yourself. You can switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes and see what it means to have America's best network. Hey dude, you won't believe where I am.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check who was behind me at the game. I love you!
Freedom, cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair and involuntary blood donations, sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, all Jeep things. Making a Jeep vehicle for only people like him, not.
Keep it dry, guys. And Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. To save people hundreds! Whoa! Ah! Looks like we're walking.
We'll get them at halftime. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
ESPN continues to celebrate Black History Month, and it's All-Star Weekend in the NBA. How about some All-Stars that have come out of the Cincinnati program? Kenyon Martin has his number 4 jersey retired here at Fifth Third Arena. Nick the Quick Van Exel, fantastic point guard. And then the greatest to ever put on a Bearcat uniform, Oscar Robertson. His All-Star Game MVP. Actually played for the Cincinnati Royals. It's his first professional team.
Still one of the great statues in all of sports out front of this building of the Big O.
And for many years would sit right next to the broadcast booth in the front row. Rothman, Tim Welsh here with you in Cincinnati as Don McHenry missing the three-pointer out of the break. Just over 15 minutes to go here in the second half. Utah playing well.
He talked a lot about him yesterday. He likes him a lot as a point guard and as a future guy that can run this team. And you can see he's got good court sense. Moves well without the ball. He finds people on the offensive end, can make open shots.
Brown will go to the free throw line. Tillery actually went to the same prep school that Wes Miller.
It's Duke and North Carolina with win streaks on the line. We'll be back after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried we'd have to fight to get paid for such a small claim.
And life would revolve around the shopping cart, shopping cart, shopping. But that never happened. Geico got it fixed fast.
Soup time.
It feels good to get going again. It feels good to Geico.
You got this, buddy. You got it.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler, Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
This vacation was such a good call.
3 moms sitting down at the same time must document this historic moment.
I'm not moving.
Don't worry, AT&T gave me the new iPhone 17 Pro with the center stage front camera. Didn't even need the most expensive plan. Should we call the kids? No.
Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Most expensive plan now required. Plus, switch to AT&T and we'll pay off your phone balance up to $800 per line.
is a meal. Saucy chicken Roma. Stacked spicy steak for just $7.99 each. Let's Asiago. Asiago bagel stacks are back. It just feels good at Panera.
The new 2026 Sportage LX front-wheel drive for $219 a month.
I traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for coverage that fits my business and bottom line.
Yeah, all for low rates. Ah!
You okay?
Yeah, it's not real.
Oh, good.
But I still don't like it.
Get a quote to see how much you could save.
Time and Temperature, sponsored by TD.
It's been a roller coaster of headlines for Duke this season. A team that went to the Elite 15-game winning streak, the longest since that 2012-13 season. Plus, they have won 20 straight games against ACC teams. Stephanie, what has changed? What's the biggest thing that stands out for Duke?
I think the biggest thing is that they've finally gotten to know one another. I mean, this is a team that struggled with a tough schedule. And when you think about putting yourself in a situation against tough opponents early, it exposes your weaknesses. And they've learned from those weaknesses. They've continued to grow from those weaknesses. We talked about the growth of Riley Nelson and Ariana Robertson, who were just getting back on the floor.
Back-to-back 4-point plays. Coach, you don't see 8 points in 2 possessions too often.
No, it's good job offensively. Both teams starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm offensively, and let's see, the guards are starting to dominate from the outside.
Job, turnaround, short. And Utah hasn't had the lead since it was 20-18 with 11 minutes to go in the first half.
Sorry, you mentioned about the rebound, but they're -5 in Big 12 games. That's been their huge problem, but today they are showing a lot of grit on the backboards.
Especially on the offensive end, they got 14 second chance points. Abby, the free throw line. One and done possession there. Mustafa Cham rips down the board. So James, quick trigger.
Again, we talked about it in the first half a little bit. No pass offense. That's when Cincinnati usually is not successful.
Henry got tipped as it was going up. Okonkwo on the offensive glass. That leads to a foul against the Bearcats. So Jalen Celestine, his first. 10 offensive rebounds now for Utah. That's not easy to do. Cincinnati 20th in the nation in opponent offensive rebounding percentage.
Westmore going to a little 2-3 zone on this baseline out.
Houston, Iowa State, part of Big Monday. Set a calendar reminder for that one. You don't want to miss it. 3 ball, air ball. Kendall Sanders missing everything.
Lost Sanders. Cincinnati very fortunate on that possession. They were out of sync and their communication wasn't good on that zone and left Sanders wide open.
Baba Miller has really struggled from 3 this year. 6 of 40 now on the season. Whoa. An effort to try to keep it alive, but threw it out of bounds.
Cincinnati needs to settle down. It's starting to just take quick threes in the half court, and Wes Miller is a little frustrated on the sideline. First it was James, and then it was Miller, back-to-back possessions.
And they're 4 for 13 from three-point range. Top 3 in the conference in three-pointers attempted per game, but they're 16th in three-point percentage. 3 in a row that they've missed now.
Well, it's not that they're taking threes, it's they're taking them after 1 or 0 passes in the half court, which means You're not moving the defense at all, and it also means you have no chance for an offensive rebound.
The Robin to Miller's Batman. Cham with the slam.
Well, at least Cincinnati recognized that they needed to do that. They went inside to Miller, drew the defense, allowed Cham to attack on the glass.
Utah's 9 of 22 from 3. And loose ball, still loose. Timeout, Cincinnati. Coach, I don't know if Don McHenry knew he was allowed to touch the ball again. It was batted into the backcourt. He was the first man to the ball, didn't put his hands on it, and a turnover.
A scrum ensued, but 4-point plays are on display this afternoon. Good offensive movement by Utah to hang around.
There's math, and then there's $10 Big New Yorker math. 201 square inches equals 1 slice for you, 1 for me, 1 for the guy who's like, I just ate, sure, and a couple for breakfast. You can't argue with the math. The $10 Big New Yorker, only at Pizza Hut.
While some see a financial world upended, we see opportunity. At T. Rowe Price, curiosity drives our analysts and portfolio managers to ask questions others don't. It's why our active ETFs can make the most of an unpredictable market and are ready for whatever's down the road. Active ETFs from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Liberty.
Liberty?
Liberty?
Liberty. Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some cannolis.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You know what? I'm gonna put that on silent.
Heights are afraid of me.
Find your fun again. Ships, am I right? Carnival is calling.
We can't hire you right now, but we'll keep you in mind.
You'll keep me in mind?
It's a good day for a good deal at Outback. Get down under favourites like the Aussie 3-course starting at $14.99. Any reason is a good reason to celebrate at Outback.
At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-whenever snack a wow, wow, wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it.
Sargento.
A promise you can taste.
Now, when you get a Jimmy John's sandwich, you can add any bag of chips and a drink for only $1. You know, 4 quarters, 10 dimes, or 1 jillion pennies if you love counting. Whatever, $1. You get it. Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Hockey is here. The Spinoramas, here. Intensity coming in hot, here. The final playoff push and the Stanley Cup final. Oh, it's here, baby, on ESPN.
Coach and Arda back with you for 25. That's in the first half. Kane and Carlisle and the Owls. It's South Florida and Florida Atlantic coming up at 2 p.m. on ESPN2, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you, Arda. Got an American Conference battle this afternoon. Enjoyed covering the American Conference this year. You got Coach Brian Hodson in his first year with South Florida. FAU, even though they lost Bob Miller to Cincinnati, they're playing good basketball this year as well. That's not a good possession for Cincinnati coming out of the timeout. Brown rejected. Dede Thomas got all ball. There's a held ball, possession arrow in favor of Utah. Baseline out of bounds for the Utes.
Utah's giving Cincinnati a little bit of a dose of their own medicine. Very physical defensively.
Oh, Dawes got his own miss. Cham sent him packing and sent the ball out of bounds. But More and more opportunities per possession for Utah. I believe we're going to have a timeout. We will. 55-54, Utah up by 1.
Physicality. Looks like one of Norm Roberts' teams we used to coach against at St. John's.
Now, when you get a Jimmy John's sandwich, you can add any bag of chips and a drink for only $1. You know, 4 quarters, 10 dimes, or 1 jillion pennies if you love counting. Whatever, $1. You get it. Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Corner.
Lily's Catering has a lot on their plate, but with Intuit QuickBooks, AI agents take stuff off it.
Hours log, chef. And payroll's ready too.
That's her secret sauce.
So good.
Outdo it with Intuit QuickBooks.
Food delivery fee, convenience fee, driving fee. Of course you have to drive. Photo of bag at door fee. Now my car smells like garlic fee? Okay, I'm done.
All the flavor, all the protein, none of the fees. Healthy choice, what having it all tastes like.
While some see a financial world upended, we see opportunity. At T. Rowe Price, curiosity drives our analysts and portfolio managers to ask questions others don't. It's why our active ETFs can make the most of an unpredictable market and are ready for whatever's down the road. Active ETFs from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
No nights off in the Big 12. Every matchup is personal. Every game is a battle. And everyone is coming for your spot. Bring that pressure right to the paint. Game on the line. Clock winding down. Fans on their feet. 30 years strong, and now we shine so bright they can't help but watch. This is where every month feels like March. This is Big 12 men's basketball. This is a different league.
You mastered your mind. And all the while, you were on the train home. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Think switching to T-Mobile's a whole complicated thing? Nah, it's easy.
Switch to T-Mobile and unlock savings that are built to last. With T-Mobile's Better Value Plan, you can save over $1,000 a year versus Verizon and AT&T. Save on streaming, satellite, and more benefits that they leave out.
I get all the VIP perks. Don't mind if I do.
For a limited time, get our most value pack plan ever. Plus, switch right now and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800.
Stay chillin', just switching.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex? Breathe.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball. Great American Ballpark, home of the Cincinnati Reds. Spring training, Goodyear, Arizona for the Reds. Get their first game against the Guardians next week. Eugenio Suarez and L.A. De La Cruz. Ready to go for the Reds. It's almost baseball season.
Terry Francona.
That's right. A home game for him in Arizona.
He knows how to spin a dial a little bit.
Take a look at the game trends. Utah 9 of 22 from 3. Cincinnati's done well in the paint scoring, but has not done well rebounding. As Utah +9 on the glass.
Yeah, that's concerning for Cincinnati. I mean, they should be dominating the glass, but
Cincinnati led by as many as 9, and now a 3-point lead for Utah. It's the 8th double-double of the season for Keanu Dawes. 14 and 10 for him. Mustafa Cham knocked to the floor.
Well, Keanu Dawes is so important, and Alex Jensen wants him to continue to be aggressive, not only from the perimeter, but drives like this. Use that power, the skill, the ability to elevate and finish in traffic. And he continues to put a lot of pressure on that interior of Cincinnati's defense. And Miller with that technical and the 3 fouls. He still needs to be aggressive defensively, come over and help Cham when needed.
Dawes, really a legacy. Grew up in Houston, but his grandparents, longtime Utes season ticket holders. So visiting grandma and grandpa, would go to Utah games as a kid. Started out his college career near home playing for Rice before transferring to Utah. 2-point lead. Conquo had no interest in shooting the open three. 10 on the shot clock. 5 to go. Brown, floater, off balance, knocked around.
Good job by Celestine just looking in for Chom. I mean, Chomden wants the ball, and he's posted up the last 2 possessions. Utah has to do a better job, though. They're playing dead behind him. He's got that nice jump hook. They need to get around him in the post.
Conquo. Fans wanted to travel. Instead, he throws it off the side of the backboard. Utah keeps it alive. And a shot clock violation.
Cincinnati very pesky on defense. Dawes just unaware, needs to recognize the clock and what happened in that total possession when he picked up the loose ball. Instead, he tried to make that extra pass, but you could see Alex Jensen understanding you got to get McHenry back in the game. You see why those guys play so many minutes, because their offense is totally out of sync when McHenry or Brown is not on the floor.
Lob inside for Miller, and a whistle. Second on Keanu Dawes.
3 possessions Utah played in the half court without Don McHenry, and just they had nowhere to go. Brown was trying to probe the defense, gave it up a couple times, but they don't have enough skilled players to make plays off the bounce with Brown when McHenry's not in.
How about Miller scoreless here in the second half? And it remains that way. Big Monday doubleheader tomorrow. It's a great one. Duke hosting Syracuse at Cameron Indoor. That one's at 7 on ESPN. And then Houston on the road in Ames, Iowa at Hilton Coliseum. Take on Milan Momcilovic and the Cyclones.
The Cyclones were cooking yesterday against Kansas, and obviously the basketball people around the country know that Iowa State is an absolute legitimate threat to win the national championship. If you're Cincinnati, you've got 2 things to do. Stop McHenry and Brown on the outside and make sure that Dawes doesn't do his work on the baseline and in the. This is way too easy. They continue just to do a good job of finding him on the inside, but give Cincinnati credit and Chom credit as well. He is really doing a job of moving, posting, and then reposting down in the paint.
15 points, 9 rebounds for Mustafa Chom. Traore muscles it up and in.
That was a good move by Traore. He just found a way in there. There was really nothing, or nowhere to go. But when Brown and McHenry are out there on the floor and you pay a lot of attention to him, guys like Traore will find some space on the baseline.
Coach Roberts in the studio said it in the first half. Punch, counter punch. That's what we got here in the final 4 minutes between Cincinnati and Utah. Eric Rothman, Tim Welsh here in Cincinnati. A foul on the drive by Jizzle James. It'll be a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity upcoming as Cincinnati's now in the bonus after that Don McHenry foul. Utah on the road, up by 1, under 4 minutes to go.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Meet Ron. Ron eats, sleeps, and breathes hoops. But oh, how he can nail a software solution. You need Ron. Ron needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you with a plan that's right for Ron. Let our expertise round out yours.
Ngọc Loan công khai ảnh cạnh bác sĩ Trương Quốc Thái.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
I got game, she got game, we got game. Everybody say, half price games, half price games, half price games, half price games. Tap in that car, got the whole squad bumping.
Half price games, 5 days a week, only at Dave & Buster's.
To me, being authentic is just being who you are. My style is classic, more simple, and I feel like that's the way that I play basketball too. It just gets the job done, but it looks good. TJ Maxx. Maxx, what makes you, you.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried we'd have to fight to get paid for such a small claim.
And life would revolve around the shopping cart, shopping cart, shopping cart. But that never happened. Geico got it fixed fast.
Soup time.
It feels good to get going again. It feels good to Geico.
Nature's Bounty.
Your body uses magnesium in over 300 reactions.
Nature's Bounty supplements your whole body health with high absorption magnesium.
Ngọc Loan công khai ảnh cạnh bác sĩ Trương Quốc Thái. Dân mạng lại dậy sóng nghi vấn mua.
Business owner takes hard work and a whole lot of miles. We chose the Capital One Venture X business card. We earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. And with big purchasing power, we can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
An update from Illinois, Indiana, taken into paint. He's averaging 18.5 points per game coming into this one. Illinois lead 38-31, one of the best players in the country. Audie Crooks and Iowa State hosting Kansas State 2 o'clock after our game here, averaging 25.5 points per game, gents.
Guys, thank you very much. Keanu Dawes for Utah, coach. We've been really impressed with the way he's been able to stretch his game here in this afternoon.
Alex Jensen, when you talk to him, he said he is the key because of the fact that I want him to be really aggressive. They know they have Brown and McHenry on the perimeter, but that forward position, if they add that third scorer and his toughness and experience, confidence. Alex Jensen's given Dawes a lot of confidence to beat an aggressive offensive player. This afternoon, he's really shown it.
Dawes and Don McHenry have led the way for Utah, who has lost 14 straight true road games and is just 1-10 in Big 12 play this year, and they're on top by 1 on the road against Cincinnati. 3:37 to go in regulation. Mustafa Cham has been a star for the Bearcats here in the second half. It's his 4th block of the game. Four to shoot. McHenry looks up at the clock. Thomas stays in front of him and got a piece of that shot as it was on its way. And a violation, turnover on the Utes.
Well, really good job by Day Thomas. McHenry tried to beat him off that dribble, that little crossover, that hesitation that he's so good at to get you leaning one way, then he pulls up on the step back. But Day Thomas did a good job just forcing him sideline, not allowing him that middle part of the floor.
Coach, Cincinnati's had a problem closing out games this year. What do they need to do in the final 3 minutes?
Well, they need to get Baba Miller involved in the offense. It looks like Jizzle James is not on this game today. He's been under the weather. He didn't practice yesterday. And running things through Miller is probably what they need to do. And also, Cham has been very dominant.
It's been great, especially with Miller only having 1 point here in the second half. Celestine, 10-footer comes up short. Might have been deflected. Lost it and got bailed out. Celestine smacked him across the forearm. Second foul on Jalen Celestine.
Traore just uses that big, strong body just to force his way through the door. And Celestine just didn't cut that angle off and reached in at the last second.
Both teams in the bonus now. It's a shooting foul, 2 free throws for Traore. Coming up, 3 Eastern on ABC, Madison Booker and 4th-ranked Texas taking on Talasia Cooper and the 22nd ranked Lady Vols in Knoxville. Also available on the ESPN app.
Texas trying to rebound after that game against Vanderbilt early in the week, but SEC women's side is a lot like the Big 12 men. Just every night is maybe a Final Four preview.
Traore now the 4th in double figures scoring for Utah with 10. Mustafa Cham has been excellent in this game, but a bad miss there. And Utah up by 3. Their largest lead of the game was 4 when it was 20-16.
It was a good job by Dawes on that. Notice Cham wants to go over that left shoulder and got into it a little bit. He never got comfortable on the look to the rim.
1:24 to go. Cincinnati now trying to come back after leading for most of this game. Down 3 here at home. Well, it's been a struggle this season for Alex Jensen in Utah. His first season at the helm for the Utes, just 1-10 in conference play. They've lost 6 in a row. They've lost 14 straight Big 12 road games dating back to last year. And they're looking for their first road victory of the 25-26 campaign. They got Cincinnati on the ropes, up by 3, 1:24 to go. And a foul on the inbound. It's against Jizzle James. Second on James. Utah in the bonus will shoot 1-1.
That's the right idea by Cincinnati. Put a little pressure after that timeout, but Brown just was falling down and James just got a hand on him. And again, James doesn't have that usual pop that he's had the last few weeks, and since he's become comfortable being back with the team. Joined the team late, obviously. He left the team in the summer and then came back in the first semester, but you miss a lot. You miss, even if you've been with a team, just playing with your teammates, and now he's starting to get comfortable again. You've seen that with the recent play, but yesterday was not involved with practice because of an illness, and you can see he just doesn't have that same fire this afternoon, but give him credit, he's out here.
Brown misses the front end of the 1-1. Just the second missed free throw in 14 attempts by Utah in this game. Miller without a field goal in the second half. Going to work against Okonkwo. 1:06 to go, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Good job by Miller. I thought that at one point he was going to try to force the issue, but he's such a smart player and so good with the ball. You see, making that one-on-one move, he kind of creates the contact, but with that length, he's so smart, understanding that Okonkwo just got caught behind on that angle crossover and then leaned into the body.
Cincinnati 13 for 17 at the stripe here in this one as Don McHenry checks back in for some offensive support. Utah's side of things. Each team with 8 fouls. Miller hits a pair. The lead for Utah is 1. 1:06 to play. Terrence Brown finds McHenry. Day Thomas. Defensively, McHenry blows by him. Cham fights for the rebound. Miller's first bucket of the second half. We'll step aside for 30 seconds from Cincinnati.
There's flying, And then there's making the most of it with Platinum. There's nothing like arriving early and enjoying it. Nothing like having tea across the pond, a cocktail in Atlanta, and a tranquil place to work in Tokyo, all waiting for you. Nothing like best-in-class cuisine and service to match worldwide, with access to the largest global airport lounge network. There's nothing like Platinum.
Bob Miller, big bucket in transition, coach, to put Cincinnati on top by 1.
Well, this all started with their defense. Chomp steps up when McHenry's trying to get to the rim. Good job protecting, resisting on the inside. And this is where Cincinnati needs to really attack, is after a miss, they've been a bit slow getting out in transition, understanding that Utah has really done a good job on the offensive glass. But when a team does that to you, you have to take advantage and try to beat them down the floor in transition.
Mustafa Cham with that rebound, now his third double-double of the year, 15 and 10 for Cham. Getting that play started. Now the fans on their feet here at Fifth Third Arena. 37 seconds to go. Utah with possession, both teams in the bonus. Cincinnati 1 timeout left, Utah 2.
Well, Don McHenry really did a nice job in the first half of dominating scoring-wise, but in the second half, when Utah goes through Dawes, that's when they've been most successful. I would imagine they'll run something opposite him and then try to let him isolate on the wing and go to score.
7 seconds between the game and the shot clock. Keanu Dawes, too strong off the top of the rebound into the hands of Bob Miller. Final 20 seconds. Day Thomas weaving through traffic and a whistle.
Well, this is a good look, but I'm not sure Alex Jensen wants, this is the look they want in this particular time. I mean, if Dawes would have maybe taken the ball to the rim, he had James on the switch out, and for him to drive the ball into the gut would have probably been a better decision than taking that break.
It was a good job, too, by Day Thomas to keep his dribble alive and take some time off the clock before Utah could foul him. Cincinnati, they've had so many times where they have folded in the final minutes of big games. They led late against Houston. They led late twice against West Virginia. They led late on the road against Central Florida. All of those games, they came up on the short end of the stick. Tonight, they allowed Utah to get back in front, and yet here they are up by 1 with 18 seconds to go.
And as a coach, you don't want your team to have to think too much out on the floor. You want them just to play and react, and that's what Alex Jensen has taught this basketball team, and they've played outstanding this afternoon. But you know, he's talked about Dawes, the ability, I want you to shoot the ball from the outside. But in that particular sequence, where we are in the game, what they needed at that particular time, and what he could do with him on a mismatch with James at the top, I thought he should have tried to drive the ball into the paint and get to the rim.
So Day Thomas, a 90% free throw shooter on the year. 3 for 3 today. 4 for 4. Three-point advantage for Cincinnati. 8-0 run for the Bearcats.
Plenty of time to dribble, drive, and try to get the ball to the rim and go play defense. See if Cincinnati tries to resist on the drive to the rim.
Brown hands it to McHenry, and he's fouled with 8.5 seconds to go. Might not have been a bad decision by the Bearcats because it's 1-and-1 free throw for McHenry.
It's a good decision. I like it a lot better as time has gone on with this fouling or not to foul and what time on the clock. Just, you don't want your team thinking about that as well. I mean, it's under 10 seconds, you foul them. Now you got to do your work on the glass, because the worst thing is that you wait a little too long. They get a tough 3 off, but then they get the offensive rebound and your defense is out of sorts and they give up a wide open 3. I like this move by Cincinnati.
Utah 12 of 14 at the free throw line tonight. McHenry missed it. Offensive rebound. 5 seconds ago. McHenry for 3, not there. Celestine the rebound, and he's fouled with 0.8 seconds to go.
Well, you can't draw it up any better if you're Utah. Tremendous job by Dawes on the offensive glass, but also not a great job also of understanding the moment and finding McHenry out on the perimeter. McHenry kind of rushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
He was fading and off balance, but pretty good execution by Utah. Job by Cincinnati to clean up on the glass.
Celestine missing the first free throw as they add 1 second back onto the clock. So 1.8 to go. Huge free throw here for Celestine. Utah does have a timeout remaining in case of a miss. 60% free throw shooter on the year. 4-point game. And it'll be Cincinnati who takes their final timeout. Time now for today's player of the game, brought to you by Phillips 66. And coach, it's Mustafa Cham.
Well, he certainly earned it because of the fact that when Cincinnati was sputtering on the offensive end, he started doing his work down on the box, getting big, getting strong, carving out space, taking his time on the inside, getting up on the offensive glass, also doing a good job defensively, protecting the rim, not leaving his man, but at the last second protecting and dominating in the paint. That little soft touch with that jump hook over the top and giving Cincinnati much needed balance to their offense down the stretch.
Third double-double of the year. He also had 4 blocks to go along with the points and rebounds. 1.8 to go. Coach usually would say, well, 4 points in 1 second, not doable. Well, we've seen 2 4-point plays in this game already. So Utah still has a shot to send it to overtime. Cincinnati, some tough games down the stretch. On the road at Kansas and Texas Tech. 2 final home games against Oklahoma State and BYU before finishing on the road against TCU.
Well, as Norm Roberts and I used to say in the Big East meetings, what did I ever do to make the schedule maker upset with me? But there's no easy nights. There's no way around it. And if you're Cincinnati, you have to welcome it because it gives you opportunity. And the opportunity really needed to be seized this afternoon. It looked desperate, but they did a great job down the stretch.
In the Big 12. We appreciate you joining us. For Tim Welsh, I'm Eric Rothman saying so long from Fifth Third Arena. Let's send it to the Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa, as the Iowa State women host Kansas State.
You are watching the Big 12 Conference on ESPN. Welcome to have you with us, Eric Freed and Christy Thomas-Scuddy with you at courtside. You take a look at the standings with West Virginia and TCU fighting later today. Baylor and Texas Tech in that top 4 mix. And how about the tight fight in the middle of the standings? These two teams 7-6. Iowa State and K-State getting ready to go head-to-head.
Well, Charlie Cream has Iowa State at a 9 seed right now. And with 4 of their 5 remaining games against teams higher than them in the Big 12, it makes this one really important.
Not even grazed the courtside seat is pretty impressive. Maybe we'll see him in the Olympic Games one of these days, doing some of the stuff we've been watching on TV the last couple weeks.
And this is...
put that on a no context college basketball right now. Going the other way off the Stubblefield miss. So Denver been able to string together a few stops here defensively and chip away at this deficit.
You know, they've been a little bit more aggressive, Kinsey in particular, because Omaha's trying to keep that recipe of going inside to start this half, and Denver's been a little bit more aggressive of running doubles, trying to get the ball out of the primary scorer's hands.
There's Kinsey finding a crease, count it, and a foul. Logan Kinsey, 2+1.
Nice job by Kinsey of coming off this little curl route, Chris. And watch where his eyes are all the way in. That's an automatic block because the defender, in this case Simon, look where his feet are. He's the secondary defender, clearly inside that restricted area. So a chance for an and one by Kinsey. Nice job of keeping your eye on the target, knowing you're going to have contact.
A team high 14 for Logan Kinsey. And Denver has crept within 6. Pioneers playing their best basketball this season. 3 straight wins. Winners in 4 of their last 5 as Osborne fills it up on a 3.
Beautiful job by Osborne of moving without the basketball because Johnson was trying to face guard him and deny the catch. Osborne, rather than kind of playing that game, planted his foot and faded away, was able to catch it and release before the help was able to recover.
59th tray for Tony Osborne, the senior from Fairfax, Missouri. Omaha off the block shot. Joe Bay going coast to coast, drops it off. Simon scores.
Boy, nice job by Simon of running the floor. And Waddles right now kind of caught a finger in the eye in that scramble here. Let's keep an eye on that as this possession unfolds.
An open corner pop, and Jeremiah Burke is pure. His 3rd tray of the game.
He's more than capable from three-point range, Chris. 39% on the year coming into today.
That's now 17 made threes for Jeremiah Burke over the last handful of games. He's made a 3 in 27 of his 28 appearances this year. Denver is the best three-point shooting team in the Summit. A takeaway for Zane Nelson. Pick the pocket of Joe Bay, and Nelson misses the layup in transition.
Good job by Kinsey of being there on the catch on Waddles.
Joe Bay missed it off the heel. When you score it like these two teams do, there's no need to try and play for the best available shot. Just let it fly.
When in doubt, air it out.
Burke, mid-range, short. Foul will keep it on this end. Trying to box out one of the best in the Summit on the glass, Gabe Oldham. Denver back within single figures on the road in Omaha.
What you do today changes what you need tonight. Maybe you're getting into something, or getting over something, growing, making a comeback, or making it up as you go. Changing days call for changing nights. That's why the new Comfort Mode mattress from Sleep Number adapts to your changing life. Softer or firmer for personalized comfort, night after night. Only at Sleep Number.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly.
snacks again.
This came faster than his ride from the airport. Your friends will thank you.
Look, extra snacks already here.
That fast?
Who knew?
You do. Knowing you can handle anything in an hour. Stuff. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Omaha's lead is 8 over the Denver Pioneers on this Sunday afternoon in the Summit League as we revisit our AT&T Fast Analysis.
Well, for Denver, three-point shooting has been a big part of their success in the Summit League. 38% from behind the arc as a team on the year, leading the conference in that category. But especially in the first half, Chris, they just weren't able to find the distance. It's picked up, but they're still only 33% from long range. You contrast that, Omaha wanted to attack the rim, and they did with impunity in the first half as they built that large first half lead, and it was a designed strategy for the Mavs. Clear out, get in the rim, and complete 26 to 20 points in the paint advantage. But the other thing that hops out at you for Omaha, a big reason for their lead, you combine points off turnovers and fast break points, 20-0 advantage to the Mavs.
Denver basketball out of the timeout.
That math hurt my head, Duke, by the way. I had to do that myself.
I thought someone came over and told you all that stuff at the break. Kinsey misfires on a step back. And Cameron Thomas, who just checked in, pulls down the
miss.
miss.
It becomes an issue defensively. It'll be interesting to see how quick South Florida starts trying to attack him like they did when they beat them at South Florida.
Pinion, USF now 0 for 5 from beyond the arc.
They're good looks, though. They're very good looks. You're not unhappy if you're Brian Hodgson with those looks.
Now Nico Moretti, 25 in red, running the show for John Jacobs. Inside to Williams. Pintaline, good shot fake. 10 on the timer. In the corner, wide open look for Elohim, but he can't knock it down. And Omajafo comes up with the weak side rebound. C.J. Brown off the mark. It's saved out of bounds, but it's going to be FAU basketball. Damon Collins had his foot on the baseline.
Well, and one of your keys inside of this game has got to be you've got to stop the elbow drive game of South Florida, especially C.J. Brown. He is so good at it. He gets anywhere he wants to go on both of those elbows, and he's doing it already twice inside of this game, even though he hasn't had the baskets. But he did get the foul.
Cannon Carlisle with that balky calf started the game, took a seat on the bench, and now he's ready to check back in on the next whistle. And FAU's going to need him today and the rest of the season if they're going to challenge in the American. Good shot fake again. Elohim out to Vanderpool. Wing 3 off the mark. Offensive board for Williams. Vanderpool crossover. Left hand, wild shot off the mark. Freshman Adriel Memora. And he had it blocked. This is the 9th best shot blocking team in the nation. Elohim, right back at you, says Damon Collins. End-to-end action. And Wes Enos has his first 3 and USF's first 3 of the afternoon.
Yeah, they got some penetration. They got it kicked out. Keep an eye now on Florida Atlantic. You brought up the shot fake. This is as good a shot faking team as there is in the league, and maybe one of the best in the country. It's one of the ways they can draw fouls.
So with that 3, USF is up by 2 with 13:37 to go.
As we see this right here, they're coming down. Elohim comes straight down, but Damian Collins out of nowhere comes in behind it. He slowed down. It was probably not a great choice to make the play, but it allowed Damian Collins time to get in and time it up.
Isaiah Nelson, 35 in green, set to check back in. Nice touch by Devin Vanderpool. His first 2 of the game, the leading scorer, leading rebounder for the Owls.
You're right. He's such a strong driver. He's done such a great job with his body, putting on strength. Always had the wide shoulders, but the strength has been added.
That one's off the sideboard for Enos. It's okay. He has the neon green light, as neon as their uniforms today.
Yeah, there's a lot of green lights inside this. On you at South Florida, they are by you.
John Jacobs, the 50-year-old, in his 2nd season in Boca Longtime assistant to Scott Drew at Baylor, and before that, Mark Few at Gonzaga. Picked off by Enos. He's going to go right to the hole, and a left-handed layup is good. And Wes Enos has 10 in the first half already.
And he plays with such force. He shoots the ball efficiently, but he attacks with force, he defends with force, and he is an intense competitor out there today.
Drop off, and Parker goes back out to Moretti. Pintalone, too short at the rim, and the struggles continue for Xander Pintalone.
Not a bad drive, though. Not a bad drive. Wow.
Wes Enos is taking this team on his back and taking the game over.
He really is. Now, you know he's coming down. You've got to be down in a stance. He's so quick. As we watch Wes Enos come off of this, he's getting threes, he's getting to the rim, he's getting steals. Look, hands down, man down, three-point shot.
They ran two at Johnson. Nice delivery by Johnson, and then a poor passing decision.
Osborne takes away the cross-court feed.
Ooh, that's another poor one.
Taken right back by Denver. John Wysocki hit the deck. Nothing comes of it. Jim Bergstrasser wanted a whistle. Glover going baseline. Another miss. This might be the most consecutive empty possessions we've had in the game. Rollins. Not that time. Simon vacuums it in for Omaha.
That's a tough rebound in traffic by Simon. He went up with two hands as you're supposed to. If he tries to snatch that, you had a couple of Denver players there that were probably going to be the beneficiary for an easy basket.
Valentino Simon facing up on Gabe Oldham. Spins around. Oh, Chris Crutchfield not happy with the no call. Johnson off the side of the glass. What happened to these offenses?
Well, I think the last three possessions are not going to be put on tape and sent to the Naismith Hall of Fame. I can tell you that.
But maybe the first 28, 29 minutes of the game.
Offensively, they would, but not these last three possessions.
Offensive excellence. Shot clock into single figures. Osborne rings up a three.
And a good job by Osborne of utilizing the screen by Thomas, because Carson Johnson was trying to trail him. Thomas did his job setting the screen, and Osborne came off shoulder to shoulder, which allowed him to take Johnson out of the play and get that open three.
Tony Osborne, someone Chris Crutchfield calls the heart and soul of this Omaha team, and right on cue, he's got the take. Jackson Glover, the mismatch and the bucket.
And a good job by Burke of understanding that Johnson was serving as a decoy, because Johnson was on this side of the floor. They couldn't give the double down on Burke. He recognized it and got an opportunity at the rim.
So here's Denver back within 7 as they take timeout with 8:49 to play. 18 points for Jeremiah Burke to lead the Pioneers, trailing on the road.
At Ameriprise Financial, we know our clients are so much more than clients. They're conquerors and champions, parents and caretakers, believers and breadwinners. The goals that matter most to you matter most to us. Helping you achieve them is what we do best. With personal financial advice from an advisor you can trust and goal-based investing in solutions, it's no wonder we have a 4.9 out of 5 client satisfaction rating. Ameriprise Financial, advice worth talking about.
Nature's Bounty.
Your body uses magnesium in over 300 reactions.
Nature's Bounty supplements your whole body health with high absorption magnesium. Nature's Bounty, it's in your nature.
I mean, we all do it. You see a line, have no idea what it's for, but your brain is like, should I join it? It's crazy.
Hey, let me call you back. I got to stand on the line.
But even crazy is that folks stick with insurance
It
to
really
keep
is
them
right
waiting
now.
around
They
to
just
find
think
a
there's
claim.
no
Well, go
hesitation. They throw it ahead. They don't come back for the ball. They look for the open man. This is an area where they're really good on out-of-bounds plays. A lot of creativity, a lot of cutting.
Here's Omajafo working on the freshman. Outside, all alone, Isaiah Nelson. That's the second three we've seen from Isaiah Nelson, a guy who makes his living around the basket.
And you want that. Brian Hodgins is doing a great job developing, but at the same time, he trusts him to shoot threes. And if he's going to make it in the NBA, because I think he's definitely an NBA prospect, some coaches would never let you do what you're trying to get better at. Brian is not like that. I like it. That shot does not look bad. But again, we got another offensive rebound on that end.
9.5 to go in the first half. Largest lead of the game for USF. Here's Carlisle, 10 on the timer, the Indiana transfer. Gets it back. Guarded three, and he's got it.
He is such a pure shooter when he's in the flow of the game. He's improved his passing.
Pinion to the hole, no. Now Moretti in transition to Elohim. He's a mid-range assassin. Now this game's settling down just a bit. USF up 4. 8.5 to go in what has been an electric first half. Wes Enos back on the floor and right back at it, but he's off the mark on that three. Parker, they go inside out. And Moretti tracks it down, a fresh 20 for the Owls. Inside Williams, almost lost the handle. And now Elohim, 2 feet in the paint. Another offensive rebound. Out of bounds, saved by the Bulls.
Now, good time right here. Good job by Brian Hodgson. Call it, slow it down. Isaiah Nelson is playing so hard that he's starting to get winded. Last possession, they had a lob if he'd have rolled harder.
And you don't usually hear somebody saying slowing it down with the USF Bulls. They're top 15 in the nation in tempo.
No, but he's reading his team, and he doesn't want to sub. I like how he's coaching it.
Carlisle around and out. Offensive rebound and the putback from Devin Williams.
Well, Florida Atlantic's been aggressive the whole game. They weren't great with the ball. They weren't challenging shots great, but they have been active. And every time you think the game's going too fast for Florida Atlantic, they get loose and make a play right now.
Nelson, another rebound. He's got 16 double-doubles this year already. Spin move. Beauty of a pass, and Williams pays it off.
But we saw Josiah Parker's skill level right there, Rich, for a freshman. He is just getting better every week inside this Florida Atlantic program. Every week.
A 9-0 FAU run. They're back to tie it up at 25. Here's Omajafo. And he rolls it in off the window. Josh Omajafo, playing in his 121st game, has 6 points this afternoon.
And it was good action because we saw a skip pass, and they don't use the skip pass a ton at South Florida, but that time it created a long closeout, got an open drive into the through the elbow.
Carlisle inside, why not? Devin Williams has the hot hand. He's in double digits.
This is a battle right now. What's happened is Florida Atlantic has figured out the aggressiveness of the game. They're better with the ball. They're stronger with it. They're making good, crisp passes, and the posts are playing more intense inside and doing a better job getting open.
Now a chance for the Owls to get back on top. Moretti can't give him the lead. Tap back. Here's Carlisle with the step through.
Rich, that was high level. That was a high-level step back for a guy that's been out. Kanan Carlisle plays so hard. I've watched him play since he was a 9th grader. He's always played with incredible intensity.
Contested three off the mark from Pinion. And it's taken away by Isaiah Nelson. We have a timeout on the floor. The man who grabbed that last rebound is gassed.
Oh, they're
Nothing
playing.
new for Isaiah Nelson, who is the epitome of a blue-collar Bull.
Big new car sales lead to an abundance of trades, and that's what's going on at A&P Kia. Over 200 local trades. From $249 a month. Cars, trucks, SUVs, import and domestic. All priced below Kelley Blue Book for quick sale. An epic used car blowout. 29 lenders. $25 million in auto loans. Push, pull, or drag in that old junker. We take anything in on trade. The epic used car sale is going on now, and only at A&B Kia. A&B, located directly off the Box Run Road exit in Benwood, West Virginia.
You love a clean plate. Almost as much as we do. And we've been dedicated to a safe, effective clean for 70 years. Cascade leaves no mess, no residue, no worries. Cascade, leaving nothing behind since 1955.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance with Liberty Bibbity.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Bibbity.
Bibbity?
Bibbity?
Bibbity.
Bibbity.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some lasagna.
And some cannolis.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex? Breathe. Ah.
And the USF Bulls. Why are we showing her? Because she's in charge of tracking some very important stats for this team. The blue-collar stats. And this is a big reason why USF has had such a good run this year. What do we mean by that?
Well, you could see it on the floor with the loose balls and the way they attack. It's all the hustle stats that impact winning. It really is. Like, to me, it was so big with getting deflections and 3 stops in a row and your shot challenges, but it gives everybody a chance to impact winning. It's not about who your leading scorer is, it's about who is making the plays that help each other.
4th 3 of the game for Wes Enos, who has a game-high 16. And you might have seen before we started play again, Isaiah Nelson, 35 in green, on the bench. He's won about 95% of the Blue Collar Player of the Game awards. That's why he's a front runner for American Conference Player of the Year right now.
Oh, there's no doubt. He plays with relentless spirit. And for him to play as long as he did in that stretch was incredible, because he was playing literally on fumes.
Enos turned it over off his high top. And there's Nelson, still catching his breath. Believe me, when the game is on the line, Isaiah Nelson's going to be in the game.
Absolutely. Both of these teams, I mean, it's February. You can never take conditioning and endurance for granted in the season, and both of these teams have it. I mean, the intensity to be able to play this way shows they are in great condition.
Here's Williams. And Devin Williams is having a whale of a first half with 12 points.
Yeah, they're going to have to make an adjustment at South Florida, make it tougher for him to get the ball. He's able to score over the guys that are defending him right now with too much ease.
Williams just 2 points shy of a career high already. His last bucket gave FAU a 1-point lead, under 4 minutes to go in the first half. These two teams met back at the end of January. FAU was up on the road in Tampa at the end of the first half, but then they got their doors blown off in the second half. Vanderpool for 2.
That's a big-time play by Vanderpool because he dipped his shoulder without charging. He's so adept and so good at using his body to create contact. Obviously, he's learned from his father, David, who's an assistant with the Wizards now. One of the top assistants in the NBA, has taught him well, as is this staff.
Enos off the mark on that 3. He's 4 for 8 from beyond the arc in the first half. I'm sure Brian Hodson would take those numbers any day.
Absolutely.
Amar Amku off the mark. His first action of the afternoon. It's going to stay FAU basketball. Come on back to Boca. It's a Sunshine State showdown in the American Conference.
Buffet style on the glass. Plenty of seconds for the Illini. Thomas Loss, Ivasic getting it done. Good boy, Kimber.
You guys okay back there? Yeah. Okay.
What was this one? Do you remember? Follow the leader. This one's really easy.
Hands-free highway driving for a hands-on life.
That's okay.
Ford Blue Cruise.
You know, I've always found it strange. People really want to save money, but are so willing to toss their hard-earned coin into a 3-foot pool of disappointment.
I want to be rich.
But you don't need to throw your money away. All you need is your phone.
Oh.
No. Go to Geico, get a quote, and you could save $900 with your phone.
Look at that, it's ringing.
What? What are you doing, mate?
I'm going in.
It feels good to save some coin. It feels good to Geico.
This is Freshpet. Here, there are no fillers, no spray-on flavors. There are no cut corners, no easy ways out. Just vet-developed recipes packed with fresh meat and healthy veggies. Because real, fresh food, fresh from the fridge.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
When your phone plan's as good as Visible, you've got to tell your people.
Great, I don't have any service.
Have you heard of Visible? Unlimited data, $25 a month. You should join now.
I don't have any service.
I'll share my hotspot.
We're data lovers 25.
I got it.
Unlimited data and hotspot. All on Verizon, America's best 5G network. It's the ultimate wireless hack for those in the know.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Tell your people. Plans starting at $25 a month, taxes and fees included. Visible. Live in the know.
Coming up next on CBS, we'll send you out to the final round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. That's coming up next, following this game on CBS, also streaming on Paramount Plus. And as you take a look at the leaderboard, look who has crept onto the bottom. Scotty Scheffler off to a very hot start today. He is within 2, and they're calling, Clark, for gusts around 30 to 40 miles per hour. Wow. That's not good for our game, but that'll be fun to watch.
Yes, it will be. It will be. Really interesting to watch. And anytime Scheffler is lurking, you wonder how the guys ahead of him on the leaderboards start to feel. And
Their season average as we update the Big Ten standings. And Illinois still remains 2 games back of Michigan in the loss column. Indiana falls to 8-7 in Big Ten play.
Very impressive work by the Illini in every category of the game. Outstanding effort against a good Indiana team here today.
Enjoyed it, partner.
Yeah, likewise.
Great to be with you.
Always.
Kellogg and our entire CBS crew. This is Andrew Catalog saying so long from Champaign. We'll send you to Adam Zucker and company in our New York studio for Inside College Basketball presented by Progressive Insurance. It's coming up right after these messages.
A little more slack. Plug it in.
Whoever said work smarter, not harder, didn't realize you could do both.
What if I get an offender bender?
State Farm's there with the assist.
Jersey swap?
Jersey swap.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Oh, I'm feeling this.
I assisted with security things.
Swap.
I assisted with popcorn.
Swap.
Get that jersey.
Get your corn here.
Yeah, I assisted myself by filing a claim on the State Farm app.
Swap.
In my halftime show, I had...
It's a great story.
We're done swapping. Too late, circus man.
State Farm with the assist.
It's Inside College Basketball presented by Progressive Insurance. Adam Zucker back alongside Wally Zerbiak and Bruce Pearl. Illinois runs away with it in the second half, 71-51. Bruce, they were making it look easy at times.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah.
They were both doing what they want to do offensively. Three-point shot was important. I was so impressed with how Illinois would set ball screens, bring the guard down, and then run whatever offense they want to run. If the ball went in, great. If it didn't, they got an offensive rebound and second chance points.
They really simplified the game, especially in the second half. They had matchup advantages with the size all over the place. What an offensive team this is. And they showed with Kylan Boswell back in the lineup, they held Indiana at only 51 points. Size advantage all over the place. David Mirkovic, when he gets a little bit of an advantage, he is tough. And then that guy, Wagler, 4-point play, just been lights out the last couple weeks. There's Kylan Boswell with the wrap on his hand. He was looking at his hand pass, everything going. Look at the freshman smile. All joy for the Illini fans.
Yeah, and you see some of the numbers to go with the Stars. I would say that the offensive rebounds as well in this game, Bruce, because even when they were missing, they were getting some easy buckets.
Yeah, that's what Illinois basketball is all about. They don't put the ball down the floor and create very much. They throw the ball in, and they're going to double, or you're going to score one-on-one. And if they do miss shots, size matters. And that length is unbelievable. Indiana was trying to get perimeter checkouts, body on body. It was a mismatch.
Turnover started mounting for Indiana a bit. Coming into this game, Illinois looking like a 3 seed, Indiana a 9, according to our bracketology team. Illinois looks every bit at the part of a national title contender, even though they had a couple recent losses.
Very close losses. But those losses, sometime you've talked about it, you can learn what you want to do in close games and how to attack, where the ball, who's going to have the ball in their hands. Getting Boswell back is huge. Remember, Stojakovic didn't play in this game. This team is too deep at almost every position. Watch out for the Illini come March Madness.
And Boswell is important because he's the only guy that really can take it to the basket and break it down. He didn't have to in this particular game. The other thing I was very impressed with Illinois is defending without fouling. They use that size, they use the length, they use the verticality, make the shots tough, but they don't reach, they don't grab, they don't foul.
Lamar Wilkerson with the 21 in the loss for Indiana. But right now, back to Champaign, where Clark Kellogg spoke with David Mirkovic moments ago.
David, excellent work. You almost got another career high today. What was the focus for you guys coming in to today's game after yesterday's practice?
After some emotional tough loss. When we win a rebounding battle, we win games. That's simple. And we needed some more hunger, to be more hungry in defense, play some tougher defense, and that's it. As we did, we win, and that's it.
Yeah, it was very impressive on the glass and defensively. You left the game early, and I couldn't quite tell what had happened. Can you explain what caused you to leave the game early?
What? Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, you left the game early. It looked like you got injured, and I couldn't tell, was it something with your lower body or your face? What happened?
Someone stepped on my foot, and it was hurting for like first minute, but I'm better.
You obviously you recovered pretty quickly. Yeah. Hey, talk to me about what you're looking forward to going forward with this team. Obviously, you hope to get Stojakovic back, but what's the ceiling? How good can this team be in your mind?
We got Kylan back, and that was really important. He's our probably most important player in defense, obviously. And when we get him, when we get Andre back, our ceiling is pretty big, but we just gotta keep working, keep improving. Fix some bad things that we had, and ceiling is pretty big.
Well, there was a lot of good stuff today, and you were right in the middle of all of it. Congratulations on the well-played game, and good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate you.
Yep, thank you.
He's getting up before Clark can step on his foot. But right now, the ceiling in the Big Ten is Michigan. That's the only team they're looking up at. And Illinois will head west. They will play at USC and at UCLA before a February 27th tangle with Michigan, Bruce. So a lot's to still be settled here in the Big Ten.
They look like the two best teams in the league. I'm still not counting Purdue out. They've got a championship DNA. Those guards are awfully tough. Big week now. Purdue plays Michigan at home. Ooh. That's going to have a lot to say about this championship run.
I can't wait for that game. The experience, too, that Purdue brings to the table. They've seen every scenario. And, the top two teams, Illinois and Michigan, they are coming together quickly as a lot of transfers and roster turnover. But sometimes having Purdue, having that experience, that might benefit them if they can keep the game close.
And with the Illinois-Michigan match,
それは怖いね。さくらも米田のおじちゃんも真っ暗なとこに行っちゃうの。めっちゃ怖い夢じゃんこれ。いなくなっちゃう。あやめお姉ちゃんみたいに。みんなそんなことないよ。アイリス。お兄ちゃんは行かないよね。アイリスのこと置いてどっかに行っちゃわないよね。行くわけないでしょ。こっちは嫌なの。お願いだからアイリスを一人にしないで。いや絶対に行かないよそんなの。アイリス。俺がずっとそばにいるよ。俺がずっとそばにいるよ。だから安心するんだ。本当にお兄ちゃんアイリスのそばにいてくれる？もちろんだって。ああ本当だ。約束する。アイリスのそばにいるよ。ありがとう。お兄ちゃん大好き。いやお兄ちゃんだって大好きだよ。もう愛してやまないよ。みんなずっと一緒だよね。一緒だよ。あやめお姉ちゃん早く帰ってくるといいね。そうだね。そうだね。早く迎えに行ってあげようね。わあいい子だわ。みんなに会えないって寂しがってるよ。そうだね。ああ早くみんなで迎えに行ってあげような。アイリスもう眠くなっちゃった。 よかった。じゃあねんねしよう、ねんね。ね。なに？
アイリスのお願い聞いてくれる？
なに？なんだい？
お兄ちゃんのお手手握っててい
いいよ。
アイリスが眠るまで握っててい
いいよ。ああ、いいよ。俺がそばにいてあげるよ。なあ、かわいい。わあ、なんでこんなかわいいの？ねえ、ちょっとかわいすぎない？そうかい、アイリスの手はちっちゃくてかわいいね。
お兄ちゃんあったか
いや、もう抱っこするよ。抱っこ。
い。お兄ちゃんアイリスのこと考えてくれてる。
ああ、そうか、わかるもんね。そりゃそうだよ。アイリスちゃんのことしか考えてない、お兄ちゃんは。
お兄ちゃんのこと大好きだからアイリスあったかいの。
よかったね。お兄ちゃんもあったかいよ。アイリス、俺はずっとここにいるからゆっくりおやすみ。
ねえお兄ちゃんアイリスのこと話しちゃ嫌だよ。
いや、話さない、話さない。大丈夫だって、大丈夫だって。大丈夫だよ。
アイリスの
安心していいよ。
一人ぼっちにしないって約束して。
それできるに決まってるじゃん。ああ、もちろんだよ。ずっとそばにいる。だからもうおやすみ。
約束だよ。
約束だよ。
一人ぼっちにしないでね。
かわいいね。
じゃあずっと一緒にいてね。
かわいいわ。もうほんとかわいくてしょうがない。
約束
めっちゃ可愛くない？ああ、約束したよ。おやすみ、アイリス。よかった。安心して寝てくれた？アイリス、もう眠ったみたいだな。さて、起こさないように行くか。アイリス、いい夢を。これで最後だったよね。誰もいない。あれ、ここに戻ってきてって言わなかったっけ？支配人室かな？誰だ？大神です。おお、そうか、入んな。失礼します、司令。おお、大神か。花組の様子はどうだった？ええ。まあいい、ご苦労だったな。そうだ、おめえに頼みがあるんだ。はい、何でしょうか。よ、実は報告書を書きてえんだがよ。おめえ、報告用紙どこにあるか知らねえか？はあ、報告用紙ですか？ああ、確かその棚の中にあるはずなんだが、棚の中ですか？はあ、全く情けねえ。今まで何もかもあやめくんに任せとったからな。大きい存在だったね。あやめさん、女で一つ亡くなっただけでこのありさまだ。司令。なあ、大神。彼女が俺の前に現れて以来、いつしか俺はあやめくんを実の娘のように思っとった。いつかはどこかへ行っちまうと思っちゃいたが、よりによってな。米田司令、あやめさんは戻ってきます。必ず戻ってきます。必ず俺がこの手で取り戻してみせます。それでは失礼します。 大神の野郎、一発の口聞くようになりやがって。あやめさん。あやめさんから預かった銃。もしも私に何かあったらその時は迷わずその銃で私を撃って。あやめさん。いやー、あれはね、辛いよね。アイリスちゃんかわいい。でもね、何が正しいかなんてきっと誰にもわからないことよ。でも俺はどうすればいいんでしょう。大切なのはそれがどんな結果に終わったとしても、後悔しないように常に努力し続けることよ。後悔しないこと、そうですよね、あやめさん。
我が野望の城がよみがえる。あやめよ。
はい。
聖魔城の復活にはまだ幾ばくかの時が必要。その間、小娘どもの注意を引け。
はっ。
その力見せてもら
う。お待ちください。
いたね、そういえば。
このあやめは先日まで眠っていたも同然のもの。失敗せぬとも限りません。その任務、ぜひともこの蝶に。
ねえ、忘れてたわ、あと一人。
よかろう。好きにしろ。
ありがたき幸せ。何を笑う。
いいえ、あなたのお手並み拝見といきましょう。
キーってなるかな。
サタン様と共に野望を果たすのはこの私。
まあそう思うよね。恐ろしい。そんなにみんなに集まってもらったのは他でもない。魔人機が奪われた今、俺の恐れていたことが現実になるやもしれん。どういうことですか？聖魔城の復活だ。聖魔城なんやそれ。赤き月の夜、封印解かれすとき、コーマの聖域よみがえらん。聖域には破滅の人気ありき。その人気、裁きの光を持って地上を廃人に帰参。方針記書伝の一文だ。方針記書伝、前に大神さんが読んでいたあの古い本のことですか？ああ、魔人記ともと
A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year. Free glass cleaner, a free oil filter, free brake pads, and more. Hundreds of deals from A to free at A to Z Savings. Now through March 9th. Restrictions apply.
There's math, and then there's $10 Big New Yorker math. 201 square inches equals one slice for you, one for me, one for the guy who's like, I just ate, sure, and a couple for breakfast. You can't argue with the math. The $10 Big New Yorker, only at Pizza Hut.
Howdy, Roadrunner. You're very fast.
Well, I drink Red Bull.
But you do realize...
Yes, Red Bull gives you wings, but, I'm scared of heights.
We quilt this city. Quilted Northern Comfort. 3 cushy layers that are so comfy.
Keep it quilted with Quilted Northern.
A man who works hard sweats hard.
Old Spice Strider fights sweat, so coach thought I was slacking. So I trained with my Old Spice, and I became the best player ever. Sometimes, a man must overcompense sweat.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Whoa. I'll go get us tickets.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk brings more goodness to every sip. With 50% more protein, 50% less sugar, and creaminess that makes smoothies even smoothier. Fairlife.
Saturday, some of the best teams in the nation all day on ABC and ESPN. This is star power from the jump. A blockbuster triple header Saturday on ABC and ESPN.
Alongside Tom Crean, I'm Rich Hollenberg. Tom, here's a picture of you and one of your closest friends in the coaching fraternity and outside the coaching fraternity, the late Amir Abdur-Rahim, the former head coach at USF. You and I got a chance to call a game for USF last year in Tampa. We're calling this one today. It's always special to have you with this forever.
What's his deal? He saved a Metro with no activation fees and got the new Samsung A17 5G for free. With one line of unlimited 5G for just $40, period. Get that more for your money feeling. Only at Metro.
This is Buick now. Buick. Exceptional by design. Get 0.9% APR on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even 2 years.
Some had visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Morning, sweat. Roll up, sweat. Taste test, sweat. Reset, refresh, restock, sweat. Go time, sweat. No time, sweat. Grow time, new sign. There's a line, sweat. Back to it, sweat. Close up, sweat. Night shift starts now. Sweat moves you forward. We'll make sure it never holds you back. Degree, here for sweat.
Now through Monday at Ashley, shop the President's Day sale, where the deals get even better this week, with doorbusters starting at just $199, up to $1,000 off your entire purchase, and no interest financing for 60 months. Now through Monday, only at Ashley.
A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year. Free glass cleaner, a free oil filter, free brake pads, and more. Hundreds of deals from A to free at A to Z Savings. Now through March 9th. Restrictions apply.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, so you can lose more sweat and put the league on notice. Gatorade, is it in you?
The American Men's Basketball Championship starts March 11th in Birmingham. Watch all the action on the ESPN family of networks and the app. For more information, visit theamerican.org. Alongside Coach Tom Crean, I'm Rich Hollenberg. Coach, 10 teams make it out of the 13. The top 2 teams get a bye all the way to the semifinals. The 3 and 4
tipped it right to Poe. Chinu, short. What, Lattimore, what a rebound, and this time she does finish.
And a reminder that Kentucky is packing it in, so they should have ample bodies in the paint to box out. But yet and still, Latasha Lattimore puts herself in positions where she is just slippery, getting to rebounds.
They're so good on the offensive boards. Under 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Ole Miss has looked better this quarter. Boone. Good D by Poe. McMahon. And McMahon is fouled by Asia Boone. And McMahon's going to go back to the line with 1:05 to play in the quarter.
Number 8, Asia Boone, her third. Look at the effort. Off the tip of the hands. Passes it, almost tips it back to herself off the back of a Kentucky player. You have to be relentless when you're going after a rebound. And Lattimore has shown that not just today, but throughout this season. And Coach Yo, yes, has wanted to see more, because I think what she said to us was, you're seeing 60% of what she could show in a season. And if you think about her even playing at 75-80, that's scary hours.
Well, McMahon's in double figures now. She has not missed a free throw today. She's been perfect at the free throw line. Both teams doing a good job shooting free throws today.